Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Do you have anything to say? Hey? Yeah? Sometimes you're so loud. Are you going to be- Ow! You look like- Hey! Are you upset with me? Yeah? Hello, actually. He wants out, actually. I'm gonna go let him out. Anyways, he doesn't actually want out. He just wants to go and stare at himself in the mirror because he's a little boy. He's a kitten. He's only like, I think 6 months. He's the newest addition. He hasn't made it into a video yet, so now you've met Ernest. Don't knock over my mirror. He is not the point of this video today. The point of this video today is building community. It is what you do in cosplay outside of big conventions. The rise of cosplay becoming something that is almost entirely seen as an online thing. It's you! Yes, you turned it off! Take two, I guess. Sir? I'm gonna have to actually throw him out of my room now. The child has been removed from my room. I love him so much. He is a bit of a pain sometimes. He's very interested in everything. Oh my god. So I've been cosplaying since 2014. A long time. A very long time. That is like 12 years now that I've been cosplaying. And in that time, I have seen a very vast array of how the cosplay community has existed, what has been popular, and I have also watched the community change in so many ways. Some good, some bad. And I think one of the things that's very sad to see with the rise of almost predominantly just cosplaying online is that it's very isolating. Because yes, you can talk to your friends online, and yes, you can make content with your friends online in a certain way, and you can interact with cosplay online a lot more easily. It's still very isolating in the sense that you're still alone when you're doing it. And cosplay is a very social hobby. And now with the rise of the cosplay content creator, and ever since like 2020, and everybody needs to constantly make content. Everybody needs to constantly, like, if you are in cosplay, you need to be taking photos, you need to be taking videos, you need to be making content, make content, and it's just constant. And that's what cosplay has kind of become. It's how fast can you get this brand new cosplay and be the first person to cosplay this brand new character, and you're cosplaying 6 different outfits to a convention, and you're making 20 videos, 30 videos at a convention, and you're not enjoying the actual community of being in cosplay. So in today's video, I am going to try to impart to you ways to build in-person community within the cosplay community, and ways that you as an individual can engage with your local community and meet other local cosplayers and just build that local community. Firstly, of course, there is going to large conventions. Vancouver has 2 large conventions that happen, which I am of the YVR cosplayers. If you did not know, I am based in the Vancouver Fraser Valley area. I'm not in Vancouver, but I'm in the Fraser Valley area. We have Vancouver Fan Expo, which I was just recently a guest at. And then Anime Revolution, or Annie Revo, or AR. Those are the different ways that we call it here. Now, those are great ways to meet vast swathes of the local cosplay community, and also international, because people do travel from other provinces and also from the United States to come to these larger conventions. The local scene here has so much more to offer in events than just those 2 events. So if you are looking for other conventions, there's the train. I live near the tracks, so I'm sorry if you can hear the train. Meep. So outside of the large conventions, there are several smaller 2 to 3 day conventions that happen within the province. So you could go to the island and go to SakinoCon, which usually happens a week after Fan Expo. There is also CollectorCon that happens usually in June. There is Kelowna Comic Con, which happens usually in late June, early July. There is also Northern FanCon, which happens in Prince George. So look for other smaller conventions that happen in your province or state or country, wherever you happen to be from. This is just a list of smaller cons that you may not know of. The way that I actually find out a lot of the local events and one day or smaller conventions that happen in the local area is through Instagram pages or cosplayers that will post the schedule for like the whole year of what is happening in the province, which is, I think, so cool and such a good resource to have. So if you know of a lot of conventions that happen in your province, your state, your country, go ahead and make a list and post it on your Instagram or whatever social media page you may have as a resource for other people in your area. And maybe you can meet other people that are in your area looking for other events to go to. It's a great way to build community. Speaking of other smaller conventions, there are a host of other one-day conventions, such as Haramatsuri, which I was just at, which there is a little mini convention vlog, so you can kind of see what that looks like. Haramatsuri is run by Anime Evolution, not Revolution, separate entities, and they also do Akimatsuri in the wintertime. So they have a spring festival and a winter festival, which I think is really cool and really neat. These are events that are usually run by fans or by smaller convention or organizers and things like that. And so they're usually very inexpensive to attend. At Haramatsuri, it's like $15 to attend if you buy the early bird pass. So it's really not that much. And you have like a full artist alley. There are panels. There are musical groups that put on performances. There are idol fests. It's really great to go to these smaller cons because some of them have some incredible performances that go on. You can meet a lot of like really die-hard locals that are really into the community and into the art form that is cosplay, and just meet other fans that are like really into the stuff. And then you'll also, with these one-day cons, you will meet the locals. Like, these aren't, people don't just travel up for these little one-day cons. People don't come from out of province for these little one-day cons. This is where you're going to meet the actual like local community. So outside of big cons, medium cons, and small one-day cons, what are ways that you can personally engage with and or create community around you? And this is where the real meat and bones of this video is. So there are realistically two main types of engaging with, meeting with, and getting to know the community around you, and those are meetups and photo shoots. These are usually put together by individuals or maybe two individuals who just have an idea and they want to go with it. Cosplayers that are putting together photo shoots and things like that will post on their Instagram, and so you can just hop in their DMs and be like, hey, is this character available? I want to be this character. I've done that for people I barely know, or people I just follow and they don't follow me back, and I have made friends this way. Like, you have to be you have to be okay just popping into people's DMs and be like, I see you're doing a shoot. I have this character. Is this character taken? Can I please join? You can also host your own shoots, post about it online, and then look through the applicants and create a group that way. It is difficult to vet people you don't necessarily know, so you may run into individuals that are difficult to work with or that you may not want to in future be friends with. So it's okay to just not be friends with those individuals. If you don't like somebody, just don't shoot with them again. Don't go to an event with them again. Like, it's okay. It's actually okay. If you're looking for photo shoot ideas that aren't just a specific, oh, I want to put together a Genshin photo shoot, or I want to put together a My Hero Academia photo shoot, here are some other ideas that I think can really bring a community together because they aren't as focused in on one specific thing. And also I have either hosted these or been to photo shoots like these, and they're really fun. And here are some ideas. What that means is you put out feelers for a group, and the entire theme is you've never worn this cosplay, but you've always wanted to get pictures of it and just, for whatever reason, haven't. And that is a really good one, actually. Like, I really enjoy these. You get a couple cosplay photographers together, whether they're free or paid, and you get a bunch of cosplayers together. Everyone pitches in for the cost of the photographer, the cost of whatever, like if you go to a paid location or a free location. These are really great to do at like a park, but you do need to check the like zoning for the park and if photo shoots like that are okay to do there, because especially in British Columbia, they've changed the laws for it. So depending on how many people you have and how professional they think the photo shoot is, they may make you get permits. So look into that first. Another group that is in the same vein as Never Worn is your favorite cosplay, your favorite character. And it's just a bunch of you who show up in your favorite character, and you can make silly TikToks of characters that would never interact. You can take photos. You can, get a photographer involved if you want. But you know what? All phones have a half decent camera. You don't need anything too fancy. You don't need to hire a photographer if you don't want to. You can just do that with your phone. I have had photo shoots that were done with just my phone, and they turned out great. Like I've had a lot of fun with things just from my phone. Another photo shoot idea that I think is so fun is like holiday and themed ones. So right now it's spring here in British Columbia, and there is the Tulip Festival. Actually, this weekend is its last weekend. As of the filming of this, it was the last weekend. May 2nd and 3rd is like the last weekend of it. But to give you an idea, that is something that you can plan to do in the spring. In the summer, there are other types of events and places that you can go. You can do a beach shoot. You can go to the lake, and you can do a beach shoot. You go to the ocean and do a beach shoot. We're just very lucky. I live in BC, and the ocean's right there, and the lakes are right there. And there's like 7 easily accessible lakes that are like a half an hour drive away from me. So... and the ocean is like 40 minutes. Other like holiday themed shoots, there is sometimes farms around you will have like Halloween themed nights. Like they'll have the what's it called, like the corn mazes and like autumn themed things, and so you can go and you can just do photo shoots there. Like I've done that. There's an outlet mall by the YVR airport that every winter has huge cute Christmas decorations and trees up, and that's also a really great place to just take your winter Christmassy themed cosplays and just go take photos. Yeah, you're gonna get stared at. You are gonna get looked at, but half the people there are also just going to take photos of the Christmas tree, so like they can, I don't know, they can suck it. Other than photo shoots, there are also meetups. Meetups are really fun ways of engaging with the community in different and meaningful ways. So here are some ideas for hosting possible meetups or meetups that you might see happening. Picnic or park meetups where everybody gets dressed in either cute clothes or their cosplays. Usually casual cosplays is a little more for parks and stuff, and just host a picnic. Have a picnic. A couple years ago, a friend of mine hosted a fairy themed picnic in their backyard. It was so fun and so cute, and we all brought little desserts and finger foods, and we set up this table outside, and we all dressed up as little fairies with our wings and our cute little costumes, and we ate food on a blanket under a tree and just vibed in the sunshine. It was incredible. It was lovely. Do I have anything more than like 3 videos and a few selfies from it? Yeah. But it was an absolutely fun way of interacting with my friends and some people that I didn't know very well. Like there are people that I met there that I am now friends with that I did not really know before then. And so I brought some friends that didn't know the other friends very well, and my friend, like other people invited other people. And so it was a really great way of engaging with the community and getting to know new people and merging friend groups, as it were. And we were dressed up as silly little fairies, drinking tea and eating scones on a blanket in the sunshine. It was fantastic. Cosplay swap meets are another really fun way of engaging with the community, and also being able to recycle your old costumes and then they can have new life in new places, because I know we all end up with so many costumes and sometimes it can be very difficult to know how to get rid of them. Or also shipping is so expensive. Shipping within Canada is ridiculously expensive. So it can sometimes be really difficult to actually just rehome your cosplays. Hosting a cosplay swap meet is just a fantastic way of getting rid of old cosplays, getting new cosplays, and also engaging with the community and making friends. You can either join them, because I know there are ones that are often hosted by other people, or you can also just host one yourself. You can get like a table and set up in a park somewhere, or if you have a yard, you can set up in your yard, or if you don't want people to know where you live, there are also like community spaces that you can easily rent or just use. So there's a mall in my city that has free use community rooms that you can just go and set up in. And I'm actually in the works of planning to do a cosplay swap meet at one of these rooms at one of the malls in my city, so that way people can exchange cosplays and also get to know each other. Like, it's a really great thing to do. Not everybody has access to a craft room or craft space, so if you are somebody who has a craft space, invite your friends over for craft days. Invite your friends over for bracelet making. Invite your friends over to all work on your projects together. It's a great way to have ideas shared easily in real time. It's a great way to learn new skills. It's a great way to help others with, you are the person with all the skills. I happen to have a craft room, and so there have been several times where we've just invited friends over and people over, and it's like, yeah, come craft with us. Other times I've done like bracelet making with other cosplayers at their homes, and it's really a great way of just like chilling and being crafty and being anti-capitalist, honestly, because I'm incredibly anti-capitalist, if you can't tell. Some other fun things that you can do if you have the space, or if other people are hosting these sort of things, is host like dinner parties. It is so much fun. We are very lucky to have the space to be able to host like little dinner parties and things like that. And we invite a bunch of our friends and we have a theme and we just go for it. We just have little dinner parties, little like Halloween parties, things like that at our house, and it's so fun. It is so incredibly fun. I have had like 20 people in my house, which I do not have enough seats for all those butts, but there was a lot of floor time to be had at those times. But it's just so much fun. And if you don't personally have the space for that, that is fair. Not everybody has the space. A lot of these ideas are, you're an adult. For the kids, it's a little bit more difficult. You could probably talk your parents, if you have really like easygoing parents, into doing things. But that would be a conversation to have with your parents. This is more aimed at adults or semi-adults, you know what I mean? Go to your local Ren Fair, if there is one in your area. There used to be a Ren Fair in my area, and it closed down years ago. And then now there's a new Ren Fair in Mission that started last year, and I'm going to go this year, and I am so excited for it because I love the Ren Fair and I don't want to always travel down into Washington State, so that way I can go to the Ren Fair there. I don't always want to go to the States, especially right now. Dear Americans, your president is trying to take over my country, and I would prefer not to be the 51st state. I would like to retain being a Canadian. Thank you very much. And that is all of my ideas that I have for building community and engaging with your local community, so that way you don't feel so isolated. so that we don't feel like cosplay is a very isolating thing, because not everything is about creating content. Not everything is about making videos to post online, is making photos to post online. Like you can just exist in the moment. You can just get your friends together and be dorks in wigs in your homes. Have some fun with it. Hopefully you learned something new, or this gave you ideas for the future. And thank you so much for watching. If you have other ideas or things that I may not have covered in this, please drop them in the comments below, so that way people can go and find even more ideas and things like that. If you have done some of these things, or also have wanted to do these things, drop some questions in the comments and I will try to answer them. Or other people who also know things about this stuff can also answer them. It's community, guys. Like, it is so important, especially in this late stage capitalist technological nightmare that we are currently living in, that we hold on to community with both fists. Okay? I'm actually begging you to go outside and make friends and hang out with people in person and not just be online all the time. I'm actually begging you. So yeah, go make community. Go interact with your local community and just... I don't know. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye. The baby has been removed. Wait, no, that sounded so wrong. You can just exist in the moment. Cars. Hate them. Anyways, we're gonna try to keep going. So, every time I go speak, the train! Ah! You know, the whole house shakes when the train goes by? 2-day conventions, 2 to 3... A half decent... I missed a phone call.